What is up, you potently poisonous pals? Today we're taking a look at the deck list ran by Ryuki Okada in the European International Champion. Now, if you're thinking, is Klawf right for me? Ask yourself a few questions. 1. Do you love the potential to turn 1 win a game without a single ounce of play coming out of your opponent? And 2, and this one might be a little bit more important, do you love math? Do you like working with numbers and solving puzzles? And if you don't, are you able to memorize a lot of numbers? Because what this deck is really aiming to do, the meat and potatoes of what's making it so scary, is deny your opponent's Fezandipiti by hitting for just under knockout. So if your opponent's Pokemon has 230 HP, you want to swing at them for 220 and then let that 10 poison damage carry over during Pokemon checkup, which means the opponent that you did not knock out a Pokemon during your turn, which means that your opponent cannot flip the script, they cannot unfair stamp, they cannot do a couple things that they would really like to be doing in that scenario. So to manipulate this, and we'll get into it a bit more in the first game, is you're using things like Unified Beatdown, which changes the amount of damage that it does based on the number of benched Pokemon. You're using Double Turbo, you're using Binding Mochi to solve those number puzzles to take the exact knockouts that you need in order to deny your opponent. It's a very fun deck. Ton of basic Pokemon with lots of interesting abilities. So let's just jump straight in and we'll take a look at how to pilot this international championship winning deck. My name's Jared. I'll be your gameplay nurse today. All right, so we're up against something unique here. Take a look at this discard pile with me. I know I'm covering some of it up. We got a Melodic, a Sparkling Crystal, and a Cornerstone Mask, and they just Ultra Balled, Terra Orbed, or a Flareon. So we're all in for a bit of a treat here, I believe. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of this crud. I think I'm gonna end up, what do you call it? Professor's researching here. So we're gonna go ahead and just grab this little man. That going, get that going, get that out of here. You don't really want to Pokestop when you're playing Klawf. Just too many important cards that you can get rid of that way. So I would not recommend it unless you're really up against the wall. Let's see. Got Bonnet. Might want Latias. Can't attack with Terapagos this turn because it's my first turn, even though I am going second. Always such a bummer. I mean, I get why, but like, doesn't feel great. Okay, got you. And then we'll go ahead and do this. Get rid of those. Grab Latias. Okay. Gonna retreat you. Normally, I would poison first and then retreat, but because I need the tool card in order to do that, I'm just gonna back order. Now, if I wanted to get real crazy with it, we could pour a seal for Switch Cart, and switch in Pecharunt, but since this won't die from 230 damage, not gonna worry about all that. We'll just rip Epoxy. Just for the fun of it, I suppose. Then, yeah, we'll just go ahead and pass there, see what they got next. Carmine if we have to. Not gonna be too upset about all that. Slap a Mochi on the Pecharunt if we have to Carmine. You never know. We play a dark, so it could come in handy. Real interested to see what kind of nonsense this deck is gonna get up to that I'm facing against here. Okay, fighting energy. Gone. We don't want to see that no more. He's got to play a bunch of glass trumpets, right? Like, that's the only thing that makes sense. Bummer that they focused up their ace spec. You hate to see it. Is he... Are they going for the Crown Opal? Ooh, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Not much of a unified beatdown. He's got no one to unify with. Okay. I'm happy for that, actually. Something good, please. Okay. We'll take it. We'll take that. For sure. Yeah, you're annoying. Okay. So this can be hit by Terapagos and Klawf. So that's not a big deal. Don't even know why they bothered benching that against us. What else you got? You're going to get an Eevee out? You heavy balled for that Flareon, and then Terra Ord for the Flareon, and then Iono it back into your deck. So there's that Eevee. Okay. That's a interesting artwork there. There we go. Ooh, watch out. Watch out. All right. Bench the Sneasy. We could get another Terapagos set up. That ready to go. And then, okay, so here's where you got to do some math, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on bench. So 6 times 3 is 180. Plus, if we did no... minus 20 from double turbo if we're not poisoned, so 160. And plus 40 from there if we are poisoned, so 200. Plus 3. So we're going to want to poison first. Or have our Terapagos poisoned for this one. So you got to you got to do a little, you got to solve those puzzles, you got to do the math, you got to figure out where you're headed, what you need. I think, so in this instance, and also we're doing 200, so it'll put it up to 220, and then between turns it'll be knocked out by poison, which means that it does not activate Fezandipiti, which is exactly what we're kind of hoping for in these types of scenarios. So that's, once you solve how much damage am I doing, then you need to solve how can I do just enough damage so that it will die from poison instead of during our turn from the attack. Because if it doesn't get knocked out during our turn and instead gets knocked out during Pokemon checkup, which is in between turns from poison damage, that's when that occurs, then it does not trigger Fezandipiti, doesn't trigger Unfair Stamp, nada like that. So that's kind of part of the logic puzzle that you're constantly thinking about when playing this type of a deck. How do I get them to be KO'd from poison damage and not from raw damage? So you can, with Terapagos, real easy to manipulate that because you're doing damage based on your bench size. So right there, like I could have benched Budew to get an extra 30. I could have benched Lumineon to get an extra 30. But I wanted to wait and do that math first so that I could kind of see what numbers am I hitting before, and then I don't risk overkilling them. What the heck does that do? Okay, that's kind of a cool way to end your turn. So they're searching for an evolution Pokemon, Flareon, Jolteon, that sort of thing. They're going to put it on this one, and then that ends their turn. Okay, so now we need to hit at least 240 with Terapagos. So that is 7. 7 times 3 is 210, plus 20 is 230. So no, we need 8. And then that, if with 8, that might actually be too much. But that's okay. So we'll do, and you can check too. You can click on him, 230. Because we're poisoned. So 230 plus 30 is 260. So we need one more. So we'll just bench the Lumineon here. And let's just grab a boss in case we need it for next turn. I don't think we will. And now we will re-poison because they need to be poisoned. Now we're swinging for 260. And then poison damage will carry us home. There we go. Not too shabby. Okay. All right. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, so we just need a couple pieces to get the turn 1 donk going. We've got a couple of them in our hand already. So you bench the Brute Bonnet. And now we just need baby Pecharunt. We need this here. We need this here. We need baby Pech. And we need Radiant Sneasler. And then we just Ultra Ball here. Doesn't really matter what we get rid of as long as it's not the Switch Cart. We get the Radiant Man. Okay. Bench him. Poison here. Got all our pieces in place. Now we switch over to baby Pechi. And then you just end your turn. And bada bango. There's your turn 1 donk. That's how you do it. That's how you glue it, baby. Easy. As we're waiting to get into this next game, I just wanted to take some time and say thank you for all the wonderful comments that you've been leaving. I'm even open to suggestions down there. Like this video, for instance, someone dropped off a nice comment, said that they were looking for a Klawf Terapagos deck, and you know, that's something that kind of lined up with what we do here on the channel, so went ahead and followed them. So WJ Tonus1, thank you so much for the comment. We are also so close to 1,000 subscribers. We are just a smidge away at the time of recording. I think we're at like 961. So if we could blow past that number with this video, that would be so awesome. But thank you all so much. I really appreciate you being here with me. We're going second, and I did not want to get donked myself, so benched a few extra. I probably could have just benched the Brute Bonnet and left the Terapagos in hand, but it's feeling a little spicy, so, you know, just start here, see what happens. Looks like they're trying to do some kind of Budew nonsense themselves. But since we're going second, we'll have a turn with our items. Hopefully we get some kind of ball search coming in off the top deck here, because it's looking a little sad in our hand right now. We'll see. We'll see what they throw our way. They'll have to find a way to retreat into Budew anyway, which I can't imagine. Okay, hold. Okay, instant charge. Perfect. That would have been a misplay to retreat into Budew before being able to attack with it, so I'm glad that they didn't. Okay. Kind of looking like a professor's research angle here. I think I'm happy with that. Or an Arven. Although I don't have... I could Forest Seal Stone for a, make sure we even have a stinking Precious Trolley. Okay, we do have it. I could Forest Seal Stone for a, boy, what am I trying to say here? Okay. Okay, well, Arven, sorry. Arven, good. Forest Seal Stone. Arven for... I don't even know if we trolley right now, honestly. Already have the energy, or the ancient booster. So we'll just get this. And then we don't have a radiant. We'll get a radiant, maybe. See what kind of trouble we can get up to here. Radiant adds 30 poison, 20 poison damage. Puts it up to 30. And then Itchy Mochi adds 40. So that's a little knocky knock there. And because it's dying to poison damage, it's not going to trigger Fezandipiti if they choose to bench that down. So we're pretty happy with all that. And we'll just chill out there. they don't kill Lumineon, we can Force Seal next turn. If we need a more robust attacker, could get Terapagos set up and then take out the Rotom. But depending on what they push forward and if they're able to get anything going, you know, we might not have to. Depends on what they got in their hand. Because if they got it like that, let's say they have Dragapult. Oh, they can't rare candy, so we're good there. They got Dracloak. They could Crispin. Get a Dragon Headbutt going down. We're only doing 80 damage, so it's not enough to get a full knockout going on a Dracloak, unfortunately. So it might be looking like a boss Rotom angle, although it is a lot of damage, and stalling them out, potentially stalling them out, does feel kind of good. They could Arven. Okay, so Iono would feel nice, but we don't got it like that. Wonder if they have a Dragapult in hand for next turn. Okay, so now we are going to have a tough time. So we're not setting up the ghosts with that in play. That's for sure. Another ghost. Don't need it. You're doing 80 if we put you in. We got 4 Seal Stones still. So we could Colress. We could Force Seal Stone for Colress, get you set up, knock this out. But I don't think I love it. Let's Toxic Powder. And then honestly, I think we just itchy again. Although that kills us between turns. We push the Radiant. And yeah. I think that's about all we can do, really. Otherwise, we could... No, we can't. We could retreat into Petch instead. But then this is just going to be a knockout. A really easy knockout for them later. And it's going to be taking up bench space. And that gives them item slots. I think it's more worth to deny them items for one more turn. But we'll find out. I could be dead ass wrong about that. We can always get our monkey going later to take out that Dracloak if they don't evolve it. I think we do give up Sneasler here. And it stops the counter catcher. Boom. That's what I was really thinking about. I didn't want them to have counter catcher available. That's what that was always the play. Yeah. 2 Dragapults, so they might have to evolve just to save this Dracloak, which was actually kind of good for us because stops the recon directive for next turn. So not a bad thing for us. Not a bad thing at all. I got a big old hand though. Jeez Louise. It's a lot of cards. We're just sitting over here, these sad boys. Okay, so they got their attacker set up. Thinking, in light of nothing else changing, that we will likely need... They lanced. We will need to Forest Seal for Colress and then get our double turbo. Interesting. Interesting choice, friend. Okay, well there's our double turbo. But we really need need our Latias now. Okay. So get this onto you. Let's see, 5 is 150, 130, plus 30 is only 160. So even if we get a full bench and we boss up the Rotom, we won't have enough to delete it. So instead, I think we really do have to Colress here. Oh, we really need a Latias too. It's unfortunate. Okay. Let's our alchemy. Really need that Latias, but also really need Colress. But we also really need a lot of things. Okay. I have a huge hand. I just go crazy here. I just get a little crazy with it. Kind of feeling like I'm gonna get a little crazy with it here. I don't want that. I want to get crazy with it. We're gonna get Stadium. We're gonna get a Nest Ball. Which card? Which card's not bad? Interesting. Okay. Okay. Binding Moochie. Bench you. And then we'll just switch Areno here. Poison on up. We'll just set up a knockout for next time. Oh, Temple of Sinnoh's still there. Dude. Forgot about the temple. How dare me. And now I just kind of giving them a free knockout. Okay. We're throwing. We're throwing. Might still be savable, but for now, we're for sure throwing. Okay. So next... Yeah. Okay, they're gonna counter catcher up the Lumineon. And then that's gonna give us access to Fez. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. We're gonna kill Terapagos. We're gonna flip the script. We're gonna get the 3 cards that we need. Which is a Stadium, another Terapagos, and a double turbo energy. Or a Precious Trolley. Stadium, Precious Trolley, and double turbo energy. That's what's gonna come off flip the script, right? And Boss's Orders is gonna be our top deck. And then we'll just, ooh, we'll be good. Ooh, we'll be good. It's a weird game. Alright, what you got, buddy? What you got? What you got? Ultra Ball, huh? What are you Ultra Balling for? What are you doing? You need to set up another Dreepy that are Ultra Balling. Okay, on to active, I would imagine. Yeah. I'll take that prize card though, thank you. Oh, this is going to be another card that we need. Watch, this is going to be a Stadium. Okay, we don't got Latias just yet, so take it. Alright, what are we Ultra Balling, huh? See a Turo? That's kind of good. Kind of glad to see Turo gone. We also need our Monkey so that we can kill their Budew for our final prize card. Okay, we're moving. We're grooving, we're moving. Doesn't feel necessary, but who am I? I'm just a boy. I'm just a man. I'm just a dude. Interesting. Alright, Phantom Dive. Here we go. Here we go. I mean, if they could have Painful Spoons enough off in order to have Terapagos die to poison, like that would have been big brain. But not the case, thankfully for us. Okay, we just really don't like Brute Bonnet, which understandable. Okay, we'll push the sneeze. Alright, we're top decking. Something we need here. Precious Trolley. Or what did I say? Switch cart? Nope, we got one. Thanks though. Okay. Do we Ultra Ball first before we flip the script? Probably not. Okay. Okay, we got some of the way there. let us Ultra Ball for Klawf. I don't want Klawf. Oh, we got the air. We got the 0, so maybe we should Ultra Ball. I can't. I need all these cards. Okay. We could get another Lumineon though, and then get an Arven. Okay. Got a Lumineon. Right. Arven's here. But that would only get us 2. Which is not great, for obvious reasons. I think I have to though, like that's, otherwise I'm just stuck. Do I Arven or do I research? I think I Arven. How many cards in hand? In deck, 34. I don't know, man. Kind of feeling... Oh, but then I wouldn't be able to attach double turbo. So, no, that's dumb. That's dumb. Nest Ball. Klawf's in deck or in... He's in deck. Okay. Nest Ball and... Where's my Moach? Moach. Okay. And then with 150 plus 20, 170 plus 30 is 200, so it would be at 260. Not quite enough to kill that, but we don't really have any other choice. So his Klawf is doing 190. Klawf's doing more. But we Klawfin'. And Klawf's only giving up 1 prize card. We did flip the script, right? Yeah, looking like it. Okay. Okay. We're close. I mean, if he attacks with Dragapult, Dragapult dies. So that's not too bad, you know? They don't have a way of taking a 3 prize turn either, I don't think. Because they could Painful Spoons to the Fez, take out the Fez, or just a Lumineon. But they don't have a way of getting that 3rd knock. Even if they move 10 over to Brute, they're still short. So that's good, unless they vacuum away the Ancient Booster, which is a possibility. I think a lot of Pult decks are running vacuum these days. Nope. Are they gonna boss up the Fez instead? Oh, they haven't even V-starred yet. Okay, good for you. Good for you. So Fez is dead. Dragapult's dead. They're gonna push... What do they push, though? I mean... Anything that they push, we just knock out next turn. So it doesn't even matter. Klawf can one-hit any of those things. So we already won. We're good, baby. We're chilling. We're straight. Chilling. Hanging around. Having a good time. Oh gosh, the sun. Ha! Didn't even realize I was on my face so bad. Hold on. Woo! Okay. I wonder how long that was going on. Phantom dive. Then it's our turn to win. It was close though. Not a bad Pult match. Good game, friendo. We cloffin'. See ya. Holt. And then just, I guess, show me what you got, you know? What would you like me to knock out? Which one of these lovely fellows would you like to send to the grave? Oh yeah. Gotta discard one first. Now, which one of these lovely fellows would you like to send to the grave? Wait for it. Wait for the realization to sink in. Okay, Fezandipiti. Solid choice. Go ahead and just toxic powder here. Do a little unhinged scissors here. Bada bing, bada bango. Iono. Okay. Not bad. Not too bad.